Okay, I got a GoPro. I'm gonna try this out. I tried working with it the other day, but it kept taking pictures instead of just doing video. Alright, day one, technically, of a 2-week time off vacation. And the whole plan for this vacation was to get my truck running. That and paint baseboards in the house and do all kinds of stuff. But, I don't know, it's a Monday, like probably noon, day after daylight savings, and I'm struggling to get something worked on. So I think I'm going to climb into the truck, check on a couple things. The transmission, months ago, I sealed it up and filled it with fluid, but then I'd come out one day and had a little leak. But that is probably because the drive shaft was out. I don't know if you can see it down there. So anyway, I'm gonna mess around with that. Hopefully I can get a buddy from work to come over. I want to take the hood off and get this all worked out so that I can move and adjust my hood hinges so I can actually shut the hood. It's been well over a year since I put those on, but I need help. I can't do it myself here. I don't know, I got some messing around to do, but we'll get it. So let me get under the truck. So I'm in a standoff right now. I just went over here to grab a towel because I spilled some stuff, and I see a giant snake. A giant snake is bigger than a worm, and it went from under my door right here up underneath, and then it was looking at me like it was gonna have me for dinner, and then it went in behind there somewhere over in the corner, and now we're in a standoff. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get it out of my garage because I can't stand snakes, and I'm probably going to burn my house down. So, I don't know. I'm going to freaking call somebody because I can't do this. I'm going to freak out if it's still out here. I got to get some work done, and I don't need a dang snake freaking chasing me down. God dang it. Oh, I hate this. Oh my god. I don't want to live here no more. I'm hoping it got out. God dang it. I've just ruined my entire day. This just ruined my entire day. So, alright, let me see if I can clean up my mess without crawling down under. I know you're all laughing at me, but you know what? Kiss my butt. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay. Alright, that was another wasted 20 minutes of my life. So, I know you're all making fun of me here. Snakes eat mice, but so do schnauzers, and I've got 2 of those in the house. I don't need a dang snake out in my garage while I'm trying to work on my truck. I know, I've been bitching, but, alright, I really gotta work. Alright, I'm gonna drill a hole in the firewall so I can put my temperature probe for my gauge here through, so I can plug up the hole in the head, and then finish filling up the rest of my coolant, and yeah, and then maybe climb under the truck again to work on some stuff. But golly guys, you have no idea how terrifying this shit is for me. When I was like 5, I lived in Oregon, and we had a gardener snake get in the backyard, and my sisters had me hold the thing down and chop its head off out of the backyard. And ever since then, I don't know, just not a fan. My older sister and my younger sister seem to have no problem with snakes but me. But yep, if I find it climbing in the truck here, it's gonna get burned up too. Anyway, right there where the throttle, I know this is a weird camera, where the throttle cable is coming through the firewall right there, I'm gonna go ahead and below it, I'm gonna drill a hole for the temperature probe to go behind, and then I can put my gauge in. So that's the plan for right now, and let me bring you back in a second. I don't know where that snake is. Alright, so I braved enough to do some work out here. I did find my carburetor, put it on, and I hooked up my choke cable there, and let's see, got the throttle hooked up, Hooked up the distributor line. It's just kind of makeshift until I figure out how I really want to wire it or plumb that. But it works for now. And let's see, what else? What else am I doing? So my dum-dum butt here, I thought I checked this, but I didn't. Right there. Okay, way in the back. Pressure, or I'm sorry, that's the temperature sensor for the jacket water coolant system. And I went to go put the probe in, and alright, you know what? This probe fits in there, but the ferrule or the nut here is too big, and I'm not tapping that out. So what I'm planning to do, I have enough here that I can run this to, I guess, right up here before it goes in to the radiator. Get the gosh, I can't talk, I'm sorry. I saw it on Amazon, I saw it on eBay, I saw it in Jags, whatever. All of these companies sell this inline temperature probe sensor block that you can put on there. Because I looked, I can't go from that size to this size without it being a gigantic block. I'm not doing that there, so I'll plumb it in line. Let's see, next I'm gonna plumb, let's see, fuel pump is there. That right here is where the gauge for the oil pressure is going to go. I did purchase copper line instead of that plastic stuff that comes with the actual gauge setup as it is. So I'm going to run that line through the firewall here and get it down to there. Got the plug in. I really don't want to climb under my truck right now. I'm going to clean up the mess that I made because I got to take my my pump back off here too. The water pump here is leaking right down here on the bottom, so I got to take all of this off again and reseal it. So whatever, I can't do anything about it except for fix it. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, I'm done for tonight. I gotta go check on a friend's pet since they're out of town. But I put in, swinging wide, sorry. Let's say put in the carb, obviously, and ran my oil line back through here, comes down, and it pops into the fitting over here. Distributor hooked up, ready to go. I've got oil, I've got jacket water sitting in here. I'm going to hook up the coil here in a second. Actually, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Gotta hook the coil up, gotta hook the alternator up, and let's see what else do I gotta do. I need to find an air cleaner for this thing. I prefer one that's original to the truck, but I need to locate one somewhere. I gotta put a ground, still have to put a ground from the engine to the cab, and then what else? Well, that's ready to go. I know major tension problems here, but it's been a while since I've been out here, and I gotta hook up the fuel too. It's been a while since I've been out here, so I've got to catch up on a lot of things, and I want to bump this over. I want to get it to run. GoPro